Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I have the privilege of presenting an in-depth analysis of the economy of UAE. So this presentation will explore key economic indicators, trade relations, fiscal policies, and challenges that shape UAE's economy in the global landscape. Throughout this discussion, I will incorporate statistical analysis using Stata alongside graphic representations to illustrate key trends and insights. So now let's get started. As you know, UAE is United Arab Emirates. This is the country. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the first thing I want to show you is the Excel format and also the requirements, but let me show you. Here you can see our plan. So let me change it a little bit. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna show you is World Bank Open Data Profile, Excel file I mean. So from here, as you can see, just write World Bank Open Data and then click the button, and there will be two things. First of all, the country, and the second is indicator. So that's why we're gonna choose country, and from here choose U and Arab Emirates, and just get the Excel file. That's how you're gonna get Excel files. Alright, we got this, and then go to this, right? Okay, and here is it. We don't need metadata indicators, we need data, and from there, and you have to copy it and paste to another Excel page or file, and those are the variables. You can choose one as a dependent and the others as independent variable. So there are a lot of things, for example, inflation, services, and a lot of other things. So that's how you're gonna get the Excel file. So let me put plus here. Alright, importing is on the data and say DTA file. Alright, so this is the ready-made. This is how I've ready to you. So the first one, there are here you can see my variables. So from there, the first thing you have to do is to create a look, and let's say for example UAE look. Save it. Alright, it's now working, and then div now. And the second thing that you have to do is to import an Excel spreadsheet, and from there you choose your Excel profile. For example, yes, this one, for example. Alright, here you can see that, and the next thing is to choose the first one and click the button. Alright, the button is ready, so that's why we don't need that. So the next thing is do file. How you can create your do file is from there you have to click the button and new do file editor, and you have to put your all commands into one file, and I'm ready. But I don't need this one because I have my own do file, which means ready. That one, yes. Now that's it. Here you can see our here you can see my my own do file, which I make it ready for you. So alright, so let's get started. How we can do the using Stata, let's say with these commands, I mean, so let's say let's run this. Alright, yeah, right. I just really forgot one thing, so let's say we are, and now everything is clearly fine. If there is some kind of problems will arise, and how you will do that is from there and create or change other variable creation commands, and from there other variable transformation commands, and string to numeric, and from there, for example, there is nothing, but if there is a problem, you have to click this and then change the name of it, and nothing will be a problem, and you will drop if there is any problem. Alright, now oh sorry, the next thing is, this is the DTA. Let's say UAE DTA. Alright, yes, now it is save it, and we have all the things that we need. So let's get started with using commands. Okay, so let me just wait a second. Alright, just wait a second. Well, go to do file, right, and from there we will start. So alright, let's say set years, right? It's gonna be 1 unit, yeah, definitely. And the next one is dot sum, and it will be a file, Word file. If you click this button, and then you will go to that, and then the other thing I want to show you is that my graph, and here is a graph representation, and from there you can see my graphs and the definitions and meanings of these graphs. And another thing I'm going to show you is this is the analysis of the graphs, which I'm going to show you right now using Stata. So from here you can get descriptive statistics. From here you can see variables, and the observations means the years. Mean is a mean, and standard deviation is like from the both sides, left and right, and it catches the same amount. And minimum is minimum, maximum is the maximum amount. Alright, so let's say say line. Alright, say line, yes, or let's no, do away and say line. Right, then for example GDP per capita, and it will show you the overall change, and positiveness and negativeness in that relation. For example, it's not gonna be positive, but as you can see are the fluctuations, but it's still showing a little bit of little bit of positiveness here, but the fluctuation is so high. And for example, you may say another one. Let's choose another one, for example, and for example choose manufacturing. Yes, also this is also the fluctuations as well. So, and let's say 208, well, scatter, let's say as GDP per capita dependent on the exports, all exports independent, right? And there will be a scatter plot, and now it shows the relationship between GDP per capita and the exports of goods and services, and it shows the relationship between them. The relationship exists or not. It is showing that kind of relationship. So the relationship is, you can see here, positive. So the next command will be, I think, so next command, so to away, so again, or yes, I made a little bit of mistake, so it's my bad, sorry. And let's say resource goods GDP per capita, and then so let's say live, right? So live, and it's gonna be the same thing again. So let's go. Yes, that's wow, beautiful. So this is a little bit of negative news here, because as you can see here, the dots, which means the blue dots aren't in the line with each other, means that they are not close to each other, which means they are beyond from each other, expanded a little bit. So that's why it's a little bit of negative, I guess, not positive. So alright, next command is gonna be histogram, and we're gonna choose only one, for example, for this one. Alright, and let's say take export goods and services, and density norm. Alright, and you're gonna get this kind of graph, and this is normally the showing of how our data is distributed, and how it differentiates. And here you can see is for until here is positive, and until up to the finish it's going to be a negative, I mean not positive. So and also don't forget to copy your graphs. From here you can copy it and put it to your file, as I showed you before. I mean like how? I mean like this one, I mean like this, yes, and that's how you can get them. And then I give definitions and meanings of them. Alright, next one is going to be graph box, and they're going to get only one. Yeah, so it's going to be a rectangular graph. Like here is the 3 lines. The first one is the maximum, and this is the outline of minimum, and this is the medium. So our next command is going to be, for example, not as the Pearson P-Ross correlation, right? And from there we will choose all of them. Let's choose from this one. So let's go. Here is the another Word file. Here you can see. So this one is positive, and this one also, and also here are the two negatives, but the others are positive. Next one is going to be swap. So Swilk and the others, let's say like this. Alright, everything is fine, right? Here it is Shapiro test actually. So first of all, here are the variables and the observations. Here you can see the years. For example, y is, you may say like y is 13, y is 64, and you will say like, in some years there is no ICT, but in the other years there will be. So this is the p-value, and it should be below from 0.05, and it's kind of each on the hypothesis. All right. Our next comment is going to be is the correct? So well, all right, we don't actually need it. So let's choose from our yes, so I actually showed this one actually. So is the correct, for example? Let's say, oh well, we can say that also. Yes, and now here you can see it's showing is the correct means the regression, and it will show the others as well. For example, if you choose them, and put them, and here you can see them, and like this. And it's how you use your two file while you are using Stata, doing something in the Stata. So I'm not gonna take your time, and it should be short. We are running out of time. I don't have a lot of time, so that's why. That's how you can do with, for example, work with do file. For example, let's come to here, and you will finish it. And in the end, you are gonna say, in order to get your log file, you have to say log close, and you done log close, you done do. You done CTA, you done all of the things related to Stata. As I said, you done this one, you've done this one, and we analyze it, all of it, and I showed you my word interpretation. So, for example, here is my PPT version. Ravshanov Mustafo. Yes, my name is Ravshanov Mustafo, you know. And this is the economy of UAE, by the way. UAE, right? So okay, just showed you my PPT version, which means like this one is the PPT version. We visited the 18 criteria. I mean those: education, relationships, digital economy, telecommunication, transport, and logistics, and all of that things. So, all right. The next thing is, uploading PPT in the Word format. How you can do that is to open ResearchGate. All right. So from here you can see I opened it already. How you can open it is, first of all, when you click ResearchGate.com, and you will have to create your own account by entering your email, which you've opened it at two.us, for example. And it's also the must, because you have to open a email at two.us, opening email. And this is also I have opened it already, my own. I mean this one this one is an email. I opened it to database, and also you can apply it from the website. I mean, when you click the Tashkent button, Tashkent State University of Economics website, and you have to go with corporate email from there, and you will get this kind of email. So let's say I've done this one, and the other thing is ResearchGate. Okay, ResearchGate. So as I said, that's how you can do that. And from here at research, if you are going to upload something, publish research article, and then select an upload file. Wow. Okay, that's it. Yes, exactly. And that's how we are uploading our Word format first of all, and then the next one is gonna be presentation, PPT format. Upload, add others, and our teacher as well. Yes, we don't need other things. Yes, here is the abstract for it. And say add. We have successfully added our research. So view article. That's how you upload your articles, presentations, or anything that you say kind of research. So we've done this part. Now, like, open an account ResearchGate and uploading it into the ResearchGate. Okay, and we will upload it to YouTube. And now I'm defending my research, and I am also doing screen recording on Grammarly.com. Grammarly.com, for example, you have to into the Google, you have to say Grammarly.com and download it for Windows, and it will show you this one. Download Grammarly. It's free actually, and if you click this button, and it will give you a you can now download the app. I mean Grammarly app, and what kind of benefits you are looking from it means that if you are making some mistakes like this, means like that, for example, and it will be a mistake. You can see this is a mistake, and it's going to be this. Grammarly will correct the mistakes that you are doing like this, okay? And yes, of course, and it's so beneficial. So let's go back, and I'm going to show you something. After you download the Grammarly, and you can definitely use it, but one thing I want to say that I cannot download it because of my Windows 7, because it's not available at my computer because of the older version of Windows, but newer versions is totally available. It means that Windows 10 or the above format, you can definitely download Grammarly.com for free. Exactly. So now you have an idea how to do it. You know how to download Grammarly and why we need that. Geoclassification codes. What is it? Geoclassification codes is geoclassification codes. This one actually. No, we don't need this one. Okay. Shell classification codes. You write this like this, and then there will be American Economic Association. From there, you're gonna choose based on your variables or the topic you are looking for. For example, we are working with economics, for example. Maybe you say general economics and teaching. Maybe I'm not saying this one is true, but I'm just taking it an example. As an example, for example, A2 is a code, A3 is a code, and from there, when it's financial economics, international economics, for example, F1 is a international economics. Maybe F6 means economic impacts of globalization, and that's how you can get geo-classification codes based on your topic and the variables, for example. And that's mine. Here we can say that's mine because I chose GDP per capita, imports, exports, ICT, and those are related to that. Okay, just geo-classification is done. So let me pause. So the other parts will be at part 2. So thank you very much for your attention and see you soon.